كم. The usual use of the word كم is to ask how many, but sometimes we use it to mean a few of something. I am Manar and this is Learn Arabic with Manar. Yalla, let's start. Before we talk about the two ways of using كم, there are two things we have to pay attention to. First one, we use only singular nouns after كم. In English, we would say how many apples are there. But in Arabic, we will use one apple. تفاحة, we won't use تفاحات, the plural, and we would say كم تفاحة في. In Arabic, we use the singular noun. Second rule, we use countable things. What I mean by countable? It means things that we could count, like apples, تفاح, like pens, alam, like minutes, دقايق, days, أيام. We don't use the things that we cannot count, like time, وقت. We don't use like rice, رز, sugar, سكر. These things that we cannot count, we don't use it after كم. So for example, if we want to ask someone how many spoons of sugar do you want, in Arabic we would say كم معلقة سكر بدك. كم, in this case, it means how many. معلقة, it is one spoon. معلقة. معلقة سكر, the ta مربوطة here, it sounds like ta because we have إضافة. Spoons of sugar. معلقة سكر. بدك, do you want. كم معلقة سكر بدك? So if I want to ask how many people are coming for dinner, in Arabic I will say كم واحد جايين على العشاء. كم, it is how many. واحد, the literal meaning of it, it is one. But in this case it means person. We could replace the word واحد and we could say شخص. Also it means person. If we know that the people who are coming, they are only women, so in this case we would say وحدة. كم واحد, you could use it to ask about mixed masculine and feminine, or masculine alone. We know that the people who are coming only women, we would say كم وحدة. Or we could say شخص. كم شخص, how many person are coming. جايين. جايين, here it is plural. They are coming. We could use plural because we are thinking about a group of people, even if we are using singular. But also we could say جاية. So we have the choice to say كم واحد جاية or كم واحد جايين. This is only in the Levantine dialect, in the spoken. In Fusha, the rules are different, but in the spoken, it's more flexible. كم واحد جايين على العشاء. على العشاء, to dinner. كم واحد جايين على العشاء. If you want to ask someone how many times they did something, you will say in Arabic كم مرة. كم, how many. مرة, it means time, one time. How many times? كم مرة. And after you will put the thing that you are asking about. For example, كم مرة رحت على الصين. How many times did you go to China? كم مرة, how many times. رحت, you went. على الصين, to China. كم مرة رحت على الصين. How many days? كم يوم. كم, how many. يوم, it is one day. We use the singular. How many days are you staying in the village? كم يوم رح تبقى بالضيعة. كم يوم, how many days. رح تبقى, you will stay. بالضيعة, in the village. How many days are you staying in the village? كم يوم رح تبقى بالضيعة. So as I mentioned, we use كم sometimes to mean few. How do we use it? When كم will come at the beginning of the sentence, here it is a question. So I would say كم يوم رح تبقى بالضيعة. How many days are you staying in the village? But if I want to say I'm staying for few days in the village, now I will use كم in the middle and I will say رح ابقى كم يوم بالضيعة. Now, when it is كم يوم, it is in the middle of the sentence after the verb, it means few. It doesn't mean a question anymore. Another example. How many minutes do you want to get ready? If we put كم at the beginning, now it's a question. كم دقيقة بدك لتجهز? كم دقيقة, how many minutes? بدك, do you need or do you want? لتجهز, to be ready. If I move كم دقيقة after the verb, now it means few minutes. بدي كم دقيقة لأجهز. بدي, I need or I want. كم دقيقة, a few minutes. لأجهز, to get ready. بدي كم دقيقة لأجهز. How many episodes did you see from this series? كم حلقة شفت من هذا المسلسل? كم حلقة, how many episodes? شفت, you saw. If you are talking to a woman, you will say شفتي. من هذا المسلسل, from this series. If you want to say I saw a few episodes of this series, now you will move كم حلقة after the verb and it will be شفت كم حلقة من هذا المسلسل. شفت, I saw. كم حلقة, a few episodes من هذا المسلسل, from this series. كم حلقة شفت من هذا المسلسل? شفت كم حلقة من هذا المسلسل. If you want to say every few, you will put كل before كم and it will be كل كم. And after you will put the thing that you are talking about. Every few days, كل كم يوم. Every few minutes, كل كم دقيقة. Every few hours, كل كم ساعة. And after you will continue your sentence. For example, كل كم يوم بتصل فيه. Every few days I call him. كل كم يوم, every few days. بتصل, I call. في, him. Here it means. كل كم يوم بتصل فيه. Another example. كل كم سنة, every few years. And after the rest of the sentence. For example, كل كم سنة بشتري سيارة جديدة. Every few years I buy a new car. كل كم سنة, every few years. بشتري, I buy سيارة جديدة, a new car. كل كم سنة بشتري سيارة جديدة. Next, in the series of question words, we will talk about adesh and all the different ways of using it. And we have in Arabic so many different ways to use adesh. After this, we will compare between كم and adesh and when to use each one of them. So if you didn't subscribe yet, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you will be notified when I have a new lesson. Leave me a comment using كم in some examples. Now, let's go over our words for today. How many? كم. How many apples are there? كم تفاحة في. How many spoons of sugar do you want? كم معلقة سكر بدك. How many people are coming to dinner? كم واحد جايين على العشاء. How many times? كم مرة. How many times did you go to China? كم مرة رحت على الصين. How many days? كم يوم. How many days are you staying in the village? كم يوم رح تبقى بالضيعة. I will stay a few days in the village. رح أبقى كم يوم بالضيعة. How many minutes do you need to be ready? كم دقيقة بدك لتجهز. I need few minutes to be ready. بدي كم دقيقة لأجهز. How many episodes of this series did you see? كم حلقة شفت من هذا المسلسل. I saw a few episodes of this series. شفت كم حلقة من هذا المسلسل. Every few, كل كم. Every few days, كل كم يوم. Every few minutes, كل كم دقيقة. Every few hours, كل كم ساعة. Every few days I call him. كل كم يوم بتصل فيه. Every few years I buy a new car. كل كم سنة بشتري سيارة جديدة. Thank you for joining me today. If you liked today's video, give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you want to see more questions in the Levantine dialect, you could check it over here. If you want to see more grammar, you could check it over there. See you there. Yalla bye.